Good morning. Thanks for joining. I'm calling this Mama Trauma Part 2. I want to share from a little bit different angle. I really desired to have my own family. That's all I wanted growing up. My parents got divorced when I was 13, and I went from home to home, 14 homes, between the ages of 14 and 17. And I always wanted my own family, and I knew in my heart that I was going to do things differently. Having not felt very loved in my life, my goal was to make sure that my kids knew that they were loved. I essentially gave them what I needed. I didn't understand that they were like brand new computers coming out of a box, and I had opportunity to participate in healthier programming, if you know what I'm saying. And I did. I congratulate myself. I did some things that were fabulous. I really did. And I did some subtle things. Like, I thought that I was teaching my children compassion. When they would come to me and say, "Oh, so-and-so at school is really being mean to me." And instead of saying, "I'm so sorry that you're hurt. Oh, come over here. Let Mama give you some loving," and validating their emotion, I would say, "Oh, sweetheart." I would make them feel sorry for their bully or their aggressor, asking them, in their heart to forgive them, because we don't know what they're going through at home. That was my answer. So my kids grew up feeling like their emotions weren't valid, and that other people's were. My oldest daughter, God love her, she was so simple and easy. She was so funny and friendly and always made crazy animal sounds. She thought she was a dog. She thought she was a dolphin. And my second child came, and she was a little different and required different things from me that, as a young parent who was never parented, I was clueless about what to do. So I started taking my second daughter to psychiatrists around 4. So if she was having trouble or having a meltdown or whatever it was that she was experiencing, I asked my oldest daughter to put her own emotion on the shelf, because she was easy to reason with. And so I invalidated her emotion, put her on the back burner, and made her feel insignificant in some ways. Totally not meaning to. And for a long time, she would try to share these things with me. And because I still had some streaks of that narcissistic behavior that I grew up with, that I was raised with, I would turn it around on her. And I'm now, as I'm healing my own self, I'm able and learning, like, what's healthy with your adult children and what's not. I have absolutely no frame of reference. I have not lived with my family since I was 13. I've never had other adults give me good examples besides my sweet mother-in-law who passed away 7 years ago. I was pretty feral when I came into their life. Anyway, that's a whole other story. So what Mama Drama has done for me is it made me begin to question in 6th grade what was wrong. What was wrong with me? Why didn't my mom love me? What did I do? How do I behave differently so that she'll love me? I tried everything. It wasn't me. I could have been anybody. But this is the story that I've had to untangle, dance with, cry with, laugh with, accept, love, mature. And it's been really hard without a family. My family has no idea. They really don't have any idea how I've had to survive on my own. I'm talking about my biological family. And so, some of these subtle things that have come up through the years from my own mama drama, of course, I would give those things to my kids if I wasn't conscious of them at that time, in that moment. And so it's getting easier and easier when my kids bring stuff up for me to go, absolutely. I see why you feel that way, and your feelings are so valid. I'm so sorry that you have to deal with this. It's painful when I consciously decided as a young parent that my kids would know that they were loved. I thought that's what being a good parent was. I watched my friends with their mothers. Mine was not like that. So that's the kind of mother I tried to be. And until you've sifted through your own shit, you can try all you want to. So this is sort of a confession of sorts. Reclaiming bits of myself that have been missing when you don't have parents, like kids in foster care. I get it. If you have the abandonment wound, I'm not sure that it ever fully heals. But you make room for it, and you make peace with it. And when things trigger you, you nurture yourself. You can reach out to other people too. But for me, I am sorry that my kids have things to deal with. That was my goal, that they wouldn't. That's all for today. More to come. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for listening. If you relate to any of this, please let me know. I'd really appreciate that. Until next time, be blessed.